Hello! Tonight we will be discussing English learner education in Arizona. What is the definition of an English learner? Per the legislature of the state of Arizona, an English learner refers to a child who either does not speak the English language or whose native language is not English and does not have the English skills to perform in the academic setting. Demographic and home language composition of English learner population. Arizona's public school system serves a significant number of ELs. According to migration policy, about 935,000 foreign-born individuals live in Arizona. When we take a closer look into the specific demographic of preschool to grade 12, it is indicated that ELs represented about 6% of the population. The home language composition among ELs in Arizona is diverse. While specific percentages may vary, Spanish is the most common home language, reflecting the state's proximity to Mexico and its substantial Latino population. Per New America, the top 5 common languages spoken by ELs in Arizona are Spanish, Arabic, Swahili, Navajo, and Vietnamese. Structured English immersion versus sheltered English instruction. Structured English Immersion, or SEI, is a state-mandated instructional model that is designed to teach the English language to ELs through all classroom instruction conducted in English. There is minimal use of the student's native language. Some characteristics of Arizona's SEI model as it is used includes, per the Arizona Department of Education, English Language Development Time, or ELD time, a minimum of 220 minutes per day for grades K through 5, and 100 minutes per day for grades 6 through 12. Instructional alignment, coherent instruction aligned with Arizona's English language proficiency standards. Content access, access to complex language content through grade level text and materials with appropriate support, as well as parental engagement, strategies to involve parents in the educational process. SEI is distinct from sheltered English instruction, which also uses English as the medium of instruction but may incorporate more support in the student's native language, and is often less intensive in its focus on English language development. Some strategies that are used in sheltered English instruction include using visual aids or hands-on activities, speaking slowly, clearly, and simply, using body language and gestures, as well as incorporating the student's native language and encouraging them to use it in response. Arizona's language development approach and its 4 principles. Arizona's language development approach values EL students and ensures that every individual will reach success and achievement by attending Arizona schools. The 4 principles all share a common goal of all EL students developing a sense of agency, confidence, and determination. The 4 principles include asset-based behaviors and expectations. This principle emphasizes recognizing and building upon the linguistic and cultural strengths that ELs bring to the classroom. Educators are encouraged to set high expectations and create an inclusive environment that values diversity, which fosters a sense of belonging and motivation among students. Second, integrated instruction and disciplinary language and content. This principle advocates for the integration of language development with content instruction. Teachers are encouraged to use strategies that promote academic language proficiency within the context of subject-specific content, ensuring that ELs can access and engage with grade-level material effectively. Third, target and explicit language instruction. This principle focuses on providing systematic and direct instruction in language skills. It involves teaching the structure and function of language explicitly, enabling ELs to develop proficiency in listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Lastly, assessment, monitoring, and feedback. This principle underscores the importance of ongoing assessment to monitor EL's progress. Regular evaluations help inform instructional decisions and provide timely feedback, ensuring that students receive the support they need to succeed. The synthesis of research around ELs suggests that students need more than just exposure to the language, as it requires a combination of strategies, such as reading, listening, speaking, and writing. ELs acquire language skills and achieve academic success through instruction, practice, receiving feedback, and scaffolding. Student agency. As mentioned previously, the LDA's goal is for ELs to develop a sense of agency. This refers to giving students the power and opportunity to take charge of their learning. It's about helping them make choices, set goals, and take responsibility for their progress. For English learners, or ELs, this is especially important because it builds their confidence, encourages independence, and helps them feel that their ideas and experiences matter in the classroom. Arizona's approved research-based SEI models. Arizona's approved research-based SEI models include the newcomer model. This model targets students who are new to the U.S. and have limited or no English proficiency. This provides elementary ELs with 120 minutes of targeted ELD instruction per day, as well as 120 minutes of integrated ELD per day. And for secondary, 100 minutes of integrated and target ELD per day. Second, the pull-out model. This model will provide ELs with specialized English instruction as they will be removed from the classroom to receive the service. It will provide elementary ELs with 60 minutes of integrated and target ELD per day, and for secondary, 50 minutes of integrated and targeted ELD per day. Third is the 2-hour model. This model will provide ELs with 2 hours of targeted ELD per day, as well as integration of language instruction within content areas for K through grade 5, and 100 minutes for grade 6 to grade 12. Lastly, the 50-50 dual language immersion model, which requires a parental waiver. Per Proposition 203, this model requires parental consent due to its difference from English-only instruction. This model will provide ELs with 50% instruction in English and 50% instruction in the student's native language. This will allow ELs to learn, read, write, speak in 2 languages, which builds cultural awareness and develops bilingualism and biliteracy. Determining EL program eligibility in Arizona. The process used to determine EL program eligibility in Arizona involves the Home Language Survey and the Arizona English Language Learner Assessment, or AZELA. The Home Language Survey is completed during enrollment, which identifies if there is another language other than English spoken at home or by the student. If a need is identified, the school will assess the child's English language proficiency using the AZELA. The AZELA meets the state and federal requirements. It measures the student's English language proficiency per a standards-based assessment and is used for placement and reassessments. Students that are identified as ELs will be tested annually until they achieve proficiency. Once they achieve proficiency, they will be monitored for 2 years to ensure success in the classroom. Accommodations for the AZELA. The standard accommodations available to ELs for the AZELA include providing extended time for completion, providing a comfortable, distraction-free environment, and using devices that will allow the student to hear or see more efficiently. There are also accommodations for students with IEPs that include frequent breaks. Test administrators can read prompts to the students at request. The use of a scribe to support in multiple choice responses. Parents, guardians' rights regarding EL services. Parents and guardians do have the right to opt out of EL program services. However, they cannot refuse the Azella testing as it is mandated by the state and federal law for all eligible students. If the parent guardian refuses the EL support services, the student will still be required to undergo the annual Azella until they achieve proficiency.